Hello soulmates, you guys are highly welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll show you guys how to make this stylish beautiful dress with side gathers and a collar. So if you're new here, highly welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment and also share for more videos. And to my return subscribers, thank you guys for support. I appreciate your efforts. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So here is my pattern and I'm going to mark out my vertical measurement. I have my shoulder to bust line, my under bust line, my waistline, my hip line, and then the full length. Okay, I'm making use of this pattern as my full length. So now I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From that point, I came down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope, and from the 1 inches, I came down by 8 inches for my armhole. So after that, I'll go ahead and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole this way. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down my basic neck width of 3 inches. Then I'll connect it down to my shoulder slope this way. Next, I'll go ahead and measure from my shoulder down to my armhole point. I have 9. Then I'll mark it down here also. Then after that, I'll connect a straight line which will serve as my chest line. Okay, so here's my chest line. Next, I'll go ahead and mark down half of my nipple to nipple measurement. Nipple to nipple is 8 inches divided by 2. I have 4. So I'll mark it down from the bust line all the way to the full length. Okay, after that, I'll connect it together this way. From the bust down to the full length. And this is what I have. So next, on both sides of my under bust, I'll come out on both sides by 1 inches. If you're very busty, go ahead and use 1.5 inches. I'll repeat the same process on my waistline. Okay, under bust, I'll come out on both sides by 1 inches and also on my waistline. So next, from the waistline, I'll come down by 6 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way to my under bust. Next, I'll go ahead and connect from my under bust to my bust point using my curve ruler this way. Connect the both sides using my curve ruler. And this is what I have. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 3. Whatever I have, I'll times it by 2. That is 8 divided by 3 times 2. So from that point, I'll come in towards this side by 1.25. And from that same point, I'll go out by 1 inches. Okay, then I'll connect it together this way. From this point, I came in by 1.25, and from the same point, I went out by 1 inches. Okay, then I'll go ahead and connect it this way to the upper part, and this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and connect from my bust point to my armhole this way. You can use your curve ruler if you want to. And from the same bust point, I'll go ahead and connect it to this other point. Okay, making sure the distance of what I have here is not more than 0.5. Okay, making sure what I have here is not more than 0.5. It shouldn't be more than 0.5. And this is what I have. So next thing is to impute my body measurement. Bust divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Plus this half inches, I will place it back. Then plus 1 inches sewing allowance, I'll chalk it down. Okay, I'll repeat the same measurement on this line. I'll mark down the same measurement on this line. Okay, that's on my bust line. Under bust divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Plus my 2 inches darts, I will place it back. Then plus 1 inches sewing allowance. Waist divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Plus my 2 inches darts, I will place it back. Plus 1 inches sewing allowance, I'll mark it down. Hip divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Plus 1 inches sewing allowance. So whatever I have on my hip, I'll mark it down on the full length. Then after that, I'll go ahead and connect them this way. And this is what I have. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and measure from this point to my bust point this way. Whatever I have, I'll measure it out on this second line. Okay, then I'll mark it down. Then from that point, I'll connect it to my bust circumference, okay, to form my armhole curve. So this is what I have. From this point to this point is equal to this other side, okay? So while sewing, the both sides will be equal. So next, I'm making use of a side dart. For your side dart, measure what you have from your shoulder to waist of your front and that of your back. The difference of mine is 1 inch, okay? So I took out 1 inch from the side of my pattern. So this part is going out. Okay, this is what I have. So next, for my neck depth, from the shoulder, I'll come down by 7.5 inches. Then I'll connect it this way to my neck width. It's a V neckline. And this is what I have, okay? So from the waistline, I'll come in by 3 inches. This is for the middle part of this dress. So once you cut it, unfold and open it up, you'll be having 6 inches at the center line, okay? So I came in by 3 inches. I'll go ahead and mark it down to the full length this way. Connect it down to the full length, and this is what I have. So the next thing is to connect from the side of my waist to that point. That is the 3 inches line. Go ahead and slightly curve it down this way, and this is what I have. So this part is the side that you'll be slashing and spreading on your fabric. So I'll go ahead and mark out 2 inches gap this way. Then after that, I will roll out a straight line to my full length. I'll go ahead and number it this way, and this is what I have. The next thing is to cut it out. Just watch what I'm doing right here. Cut it out that. After that, I'll cut out my side dart. Then I'll open it up this way, close it back. Then I'll cut it out, okay? And this is what I have. So let's go back to the back part. So here's my back part, and I have my zipper allowance already. Here's my bust line, my waistline, hip line, and then the full length. I'll go ahead and mark out half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From that point, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. And from the 1 inches, I came down by 8 inches for my armhole. Next, I'll go ahead and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole. Next, I'll go ahead and chalk down my basic neck width of 3 inches, and I'll connect it down to my shoulder slope this way. Next, I'll go ahead and measure from my shoulder down to my armhole point. Okay, I have 9. I'll go ahead and mark it down here also. Then after that, I'll connect a straight line this way, which will serve as my chest line. Okay, chest line. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurements, which is 4 inches. I'll chalk it down from the bust line down to the full length. And after that, I'll connect it this way on a straight line. Next, on both sides of my waistline, I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it to my bust point. Next, from the waistline, I'll come down by 6 inches, and I'll go ahead and connect it this way to that point. And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 2, get the midpoint. From the midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way to the upper part. And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and divide my bust circumference by 4. Bust divided by 4. I'll mark it down plus 1 inch seam allowance, okay? You put the same measurement on this line. Waist divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Plus my 1 inch dart, I will place it back. Then plus 1 inch seam allowance, okay? Hip divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Plus 1 inch seam allowance. Whatever I have on my hip line, I'll mark it down on the full length. Next, I'll go ahead and connect them this way. Connect it all the way to the full length. And this is what I have. Next thing is to use my curve ruler to connect my armhole this way. And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and connect from my bust point to my armhole this way. And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and extend my waistline to my zipper allowance this way. Then I'll take out 1 inch on it, okay, for my zipper bulge. Then I'll connect it this way to the upper part. From that same point, I'll connect it down this way. This is to eliminate zipper bulge at the back part of your dress, okay? And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and come down by 1 inch for my neck depth, just the way you see me doing. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. And this is what I have, guys, okay? This is what I have. So next, from the waistline, I'll come in by 3 inches. Same thing I did on the front pattern. This is the center line of my dress. Then I'll connect a straight line this way. And from the side of my pattern, I'll blend it in to that 3 inches this way. And this is what I have, guys. So next, I'll go ahead and mark out my 2 inches. Okay. Same thing I did on the front pattern. Then I'll connect it this way down to the full length. So over here, I have my 1, 2, and then 3. Okay. So the next thing is to cut it out. Cut out this part. Cut out, open up your dart. And this is what we have, okay? So I'll go ahead and cut out this other part. And this is our pattern. So next, I'll go ahead and bring in my front pattern. And from the down part, I'll come up by 6 inches, okay? If you're making this dress for yourself, go ahead and come up by 15 or 10 inches. But here, I'm making use of 6 inches, okay? I'll come up by 6 inches. I put the same process on the back pattern. I'll go ahead and come up by 6 inches. And after that, I'll repeat the same process on the side pattern. I'm making use of one pattern to cut out both the side of my back and that of my front, okay? So I'll go ahead and come up by the same 6 inches. Then after that, I'll connect the straight line. Okay, so from the picture we have on the thumbnail, the down part will have a different color of fabric. So this part I just mark out, you go ahead and cut it out with a different fabric, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and bring in a fresh pattern and I'll fold it into two this way. Bring in my pattern and I'll fold it into two. Then after that, I'll go ahead and open up my pattern. I'll go ahead and slash it this way. So I'm making use of one pattern to cut out both the side of my front and that of my back. So that is why I said you should fold your pattern into two, okay? I don't want the side of it to have joining. So I'll go ahead and bring my number 4 this way and I'll turn it over. Okay, this is number 4. I want ahead to turn it over. Then the gap will be 3 inches, okay? Now bring in my number 3. Now place it this way. As you can see, I'm flipping it over. Okay, and I'll go ahead and pin it down. I'll mark out my 3 inches gap, bring in my number 2 and turn it over this way. Then I'll pin it down. Then I'll go ahead and mark out my 3 inches and turn this one upside down this way. Make sure you turn all of it upside down. Now pin it down. So this is what I have. The next thing is to cut it out. Okay. Over here I have both the front, the side of my front and the side of my back, okay, together. So this is what I have. I'll go ahead and open it this way. And this is what we have over here, okay? So now I'll go ahead and bring in my pattern, then gather this part into it, okay? Gather this part into it. Then once you get to the midpoint, here's the midpoint, you stop and gather the rest to the backs, to the front side, okay? So as you can see, I don't have any joining at the side of my dress. So on this pattern, also make sure you come up by 6 inches. Same thing we did on the center piece and also the back piece. Okay, on the down part we came up by 6 inches. So I'll repeat the same process on this pattern. Then after that, I'll connect a straight line. Okay, we cutting out this part, then replace this particular part like this one with a different fabric. After that, you join it to your gathers. Okay, so now let's go back to the collar part. The first thing is to measure your front neckline. The I have here is 8. Then after that, I'll also go ahead and measure my back neckline. I have 3.5. So 8 plus 3.5, I have 11.5. I'll go ahead and mark out 11.5 this way. The next thing is to get the midpoint of 11.5. The midpoint is 5.75. Okay, 5.75. I'll go ahead and mark it down. Okay, so next from this side, I'll come down by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and curve it to the midpoint, slightly curve it to the midpoint, and this is the part that will be attaching to our back neckline. Okay, so for the wideness of the collar at the back, I'm making use of 3 inches, and for the front, I'm making use of 6 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect them this way. So next, from this point, I'll come out by 2 inches, and I'll go ahead and connect it back to this point, and after that, I'll connect it this way. This is to give it that slanty effect at the front part, and this is what we have. The next thing is to cut it out. And this is what we have for our collar. Okay, you'll be fixing this part to your neckline. Okay, fix this part to your neckline, and this is how it will look like. So thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and also share for more videos. So bye.